bugs, man. What's up, man? This is Prince with North Carolina Mobile Detail, and I would like to go into a quick video on how to get a detailing shop with no money. I know you're thinking, impossible, impossible. How can you do that? Let me know. First thing you got to do is pay me $1,000. Nah. Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you a quick story of what happened. It's a true story, and this is how I came up with the whole plan. So, what were we doing? We was out detailing cars. I think it was this was a while ago. We was at a dealership detailing cars, and this guy had pulled up. His name was Mike, and he does mechanic work. And so Mike came over to me and said, "Man, you guys look like you know what you're doing. How much you charge for XYZ?" I told him. He said, "Cool. Can you come by on tomorrow and detail it?" Absolutely. Be there, right? Showed up early, right? When we got out there to his spot, Mike is in a like a complex with like all kinds of different businesses, right? Everybody has cars and trucks and stuff like that. So we're out there detailing the car. Mike knows everybody because obviously Mike, he gets around and talk to people, just like he just walked up and just talked to me. So after we finished with Mike's car, right, the guy next door to him was like, "Can you clean my car?" Right? So we cleaned up his car. Then we got attention. At the time, we didn't know it was the owner of the entire complex, right? But it was the owner of the entire complex. Even while we were detailing his car, we didn't know it was him. We just do what we do. Like, we beast at this. This is how we eat, bruh. So when we got his truck, we cleaned it just like, we don't care if you president of the United States. If we don't know, like, we gonna kill that mug every single time. We killed it. So we killed homie car, right? He called us back about 2 weeks later and said that his dog had urinated in his car, right? And just want to know if we can get that smell out. Absolutely, right? We had a chemical bomb. If you know what a chemical bomb is, go to my website, ncmobiledetailing.com, and get you a chemical bomb, all right? And so we did the interior detail. We dropped the chemical bomb, and when you drop that chemical bomb, like the ones that we use, you know, you got to mix this with that, and then you have to start smoking, and then you have to put it in there, and then you have to come back like 4 hours later. You know what I'm talking about, because you detail, right? So came back, that mug smelling like a brand new baby. Like, that joint smelled, wow, fresh and new, so fresh and so clean. And so from that point, he was hooked, right? And he was like, now this is the guy that owned the entire complex, right? He was like, "Hey, listen, I own a construction company, and I would like to get all of my trucks done. If I give you a garage where you can make money, you know, where you can have your own detail shop, would you wash my trucks?" Absolutely. I sure would. Absolutely. Now, I know you're thinking, well, that just happened to you. It doesn't happen to me. I mean, it just happened to you, you know? But let me tell you how, after all of that was done, right? Because things got tight on them, you know, things got tight, and we end up losing the garage, right? But here's the cool part about it is that with the garage, when we had free water, free electricity, free rent. I had an office. The daggone warehouse, bro, was 2,600 feet. I can fit maybe like 15 cars in that joint, bro. For real. So anyway, end up losing that joint because things got bad for him. All right, so we had to go. Couldn't afford to pay for everything that we had before. And you talking about 2,600 square feet, baby. You talking about a light bill, a heat bill, like $900, right? Just for the lights. Nah, I can't afford that. Not at that time, anyway. So, the next spot we went to, I seen this, and this is the strategy. I said, I'm gonna try this out, see what happens. And so I seen a garage, right? These guys do mechanic work in there, right? I just went in and I asked them, I said, I do auto detailing. I don't have any money to give you up front for like renting a booth or anything like that, but I like to cut some of my whatever I bring in. I'd be happy to split it with you. I'd be happy to split it with you for that space on the end. And they always ask, well, how much can you split it? And I usually let them tell it, right? Because if they'll probably go for like a 60-40, right? And I tell them, well, in the beginning, we can do it for 70-30, just so I can get some money. And if it works out after 3 months, we can relook at this and see if we can go back to 60-40. And usually they say yes. Usually they say yes. And so with that, you get the garage, right? Homie gave me the key. I come and go as I please. Had internet, and everything, right? Another way of getting so if you, this is the thing, if you go out every day for the next 90 days, all the places that you would like to work at to have a shop, just go in there and talk to them, right? And just ask them, are you willing to do X, Y, Z? If they say no, the worst thing that can happen is they say no. And that's it. No big deal, right? But what if they say yes? You only need one yes, baby. So you go to like 2 garages a day, and you only need one yes. You get that one yes, bro, and it's on. It's on. It's on like popcorn. So, and that's all you need. Another way of doing it is, I don't know how it is where you from, but out here in North Carolina, we got like flea markets all over the place, right? So at the flea market, it's usually like popping. It's really popping on the weekends, right? So we go out there and we detail on the weekends, but we bring our own tent, our own little canopy. We got we bring our own water. In some cases, we bring our own water because it's more than one that we set up at, and our own electricity. However, there's a lot of flea markets, I'm sure, around you that you can just plug into the building or plug into an outlet out there. Have you a crazy long extension cord. You can have a crazy long water hose from their building and just use that joint, right? And the cool part about it is some of them, they don't charge you for being out there during the week because they like, ain't nobody here. But if you can start driving traffic to the flea market during the week, you'll kill it. You'll kill it. You got free water, free rent, you got a roof over your head, right? And you making money. And then the only time you have to pay is on the weekends. So if you knock that out on the weekends, that's guaranteed shop, baby. At least you can scramble up until you get enough money to get what you really need, you know. So that works out pretty well. That works out pretty well. And that's all the resources I have right now. I'm sure it's a lot more that I've done in the past. Any kind of local gas station, you can go to a local gas station, not like BP or nothing like no major franchise, but go to those little mom and pops and ask them, can you set up out there? All right, if you got a nice little tent, you go to Walmart and get a tent for like $200, right? You get a nice little tent, preferably one with walls, and you set that joint up. You get water and electricity from the building. If they charge you anything, it's going to be little to nothing. So that's always a good look. And here's the crazy part. If you're like me and you thinking like a 10x rule, right? You thinking dominating your sector, you thinking dominating your field, then you can go to all of the gas stations, right? As long as you got water. Now, you don't need a pressure washer. Get that mess out your head, right? Most people that wash their cars at home, they don't have pressure washers. They got a water hose. So if you got a water hose, right, and you got help, then you can set up these little mini detail shops all across your daggone city, baby. And look, and all you gotta do is ride around in your I don't know what you got. You probably got a Bugatti, right? Bugatti, Lamborghini, I don't know what you got, right? And you just ride around, just collect money, baby. That's all you gotta do. And to be honest with you, You don't want your guys to collect the money. All right, even if you trust them, don't let them collect the money, because temptation is a mug. So let the store owner collect the money. All right, so basically all they need is a paper receipt. Okay, they write up a paper receipt, they give it to that customer, right, and then the customer goes inside and do their thing and pay for it inside. That way you have a receipt of how much money is coming in and how much money is going out, and that's the end of that. That's the end of that. You need to find help. You can find help on Craigslist, baby. Everybody know how to wash a car. You know what I'm saying? You're not, you know, in the beginning, you want to train these people to where they do a really, really good job. You know, because that's what's going to keep the people coming back to you, coming back to you, coming back to you, and you get into more of your managing things versus just cleaning cars. And that's really where you want to set yourself up at, where it's automated and money is just coming in like woo woo. So that's what you really want to do, and just find out how much it costs to set up the whole joint, right? So you need a bucket. You need a bucket. You need some soap. You need some Tide Shine, some window cleaner. You need a water hose. That's it, man. That's it. You know, and that joint, it runs good. So if you add all those things up like that I told you in this video and the other video, man, you'll kill and destroy your competition. Everybody will know who you are, and you'll be making money every single day. And sometimes you ain't even got to be like out detailing cars to make money, you know. So I'm gonna end this video right now. It's getting kind of long. So until next time, grind time.